Welcome back to Movie in Brief. Today I will explain the movie Men of Honor, released in 2000. Master Chief Leslie W. Sunday is a U.S. Navy diver who is now in jail for going AWOL. He's watching a familiar face on TV salvage a nuclear weapon from the ocean floor. Flashback 25 years ago, Black Carl Brashear was about to enter the Navy. His poor father offers him a radio as a gift and encourages him to be the greatest. Carl works in the cooks aboard the USS Hoist. Carl is an excellent swimmer, and despite breaching the rules, the captain notices him and sends him to special search and rescue training. Sunday is on the ship, diving to recover a mail chopper wreck. His colleague had a rare accident, and Sunday sacrifices his life to save him. Sunday's lungs are damaged, therefore he will be unable to dive again. Carl thinks this heroic and decides to become a diver. Carl returns to diving school after 2 years and finds himself without any friends. Anyone who associates with Carl is kicked out by Sunday. Carl is doing well in physical training but struggling in academics. At the library, he meets Joe, who is impressed and helps Carl succeed academically. Carl marries Joe. Carl meets Gwen Sunday, Leslie's wife. Gwen uses Carl to annoy Leslie, with whom she has a strained relationship. Sunday's CO, Pappy, requests Sunday to fail Carl because he cannot envision a racial guy graduating his academy. The final challenge is to assemble a flange underwater, with components delivered to the candidates in a bag. Carl's suitcase has been slashed, and components have been spread around the ocean floor. Carl takes 10 hours but produces a flawless flange. Sunday rejects Pappy's orders to kill Carl underwater. Lieutenant Hanks, the guy who discharged him from the Navy following his accident, was attacked in a bar Sunday. Sunday dislikes Hanks for terminating his career. Sunday is in prison and is watching Carl retrieve a nuclear weapon from the water. Carl discovers it, but suffers a freak accident on the surface ship when the anchor breaks away, severing his leg. This effectively concludes his diving career. A few years later, Carl chooses to amputate his leg and replace it with an artificial so that he can resume diving. But Hanks, the new head of the diving certification, flatly refuses Carl. Sunday contacts Hanks and requests 4 weeks to teach Carl and review with the entire diving committee board. A month later, Carl appears in front of naval personnel to consider his probable return. Captain Hanks announces a new condition for Navy divers. A new diving suit weighing 290 pounds has been approved for use, and anyone wishing to wear it must walk 12 steps within it on land. Carl, seeing Joe and his son in the audience, volunteers to perform the 12 steps right now. Captain Hanks allows the trial to proceed after Chief Sunday offers to assist Carl in getting dressed. Carl stands up in the new suit and, clearly uncomfortable, takes a few hesitant steps forward. Everyone expects his limb to snap, but Sunday jumps forward and starts barking instructions at Carl, much like their first diving school session years ago. Carl struggles, but continues forward until he reaches the 12th step. Captain Hanks, understanding there is nothing more to be done, says that Carl Brashear will be reinstated to full diving duty. Carl served another 9 years in the U.S. Navy before retiring.